Hello guys, Maximus here. I thought I'd bring you a quick tutorial on the Alien Commander and sort of the upgrade paths that you can choose in and around the Alien Commander. So today I thought I would just give you a quick cover on the Shift Hive and why it's a very effective first Hive upgrade. So let's just get started and I'll show you what I mean. So Shift Hive, what it gives you, obviously you have your celerity and your adrenaline once you drop your spurs. The celerity, speed increase, and adrenaline, energy increase. But what it also gives you as a commander is echo. And what echo simply does is it lets you echo, if you will, teleport, transport, however you wish to call it, structures like your resource towers, your shades, your shifts, your crags, even eggs, even whips, to different locations on the map as long as they have infestation. So let's see what that means. So the game has started, you've just jumped in your hive, you evolve Shift Hive. Either way, what you want to drop is a shift. Have one drifter come out and build it, and while that's building up, you start creating your sys chain. Now with build 251, you can see the new system change. It lets you chain multiple systs together in one click. So now for me to syst out from warehouse to platform, it costs 4 res. Always check how much resources it's going to cost you to do the sys chain, because you don't want to be wasting resources. So 4 res, that's fine. Let's also syst into server room and syst or processing. So now that that's done, we're going to let it build up, and we're going to actually come back to our shift and we're going to hotkey it. Now I use hotkey free because I find it a lot easier, it doesn't get you confused and you always remember. Now with this upgrade path as well, now because I did drop a shift first, we can go gorge tunnels. It's only 5 res, so I would take that basically. So now let's look at echo. So we're going to use a shift again, so that's hotkey free. So let's just hotkey free, and press A, and your harvester's D, and move over to wherever you've listed out to and drop your harvester. Now that that's echoed out, you've now a free resource point in your hive. Just drop the resource in your hive, jump out of your hive, and evolve gorge. And just heal up the harvester. And the reason why I think Echo was probably the best upgrade to start off with is because you're now building everything in your hive and you're moving them out fully built to another location. So you're moving fully built harvesters to res points, and they're instantly, the moment you put them there, they start collecting resources. And all you do is keep rinsing and repeating with the harvesters. Jump out of your hive, build them up, jump back in your hive, echo them out again. Just build a new one in your hive, and while this is done you can actually drop one spur as well, because you have the resources too, and you can build both of them at the same time. So not only are you getting 4 harvesters up, you've also got your first spur up as well. I'm doing this a little bit slower than I normally would do it in the game. I can normally have this done within maybe the 1.5 2 minute mark, depending on how well they're holding. And there you go. And you can also now go get biomass upgrade, because it gives you grant health. You just give them the grant the speed, so let's give them the grant their health. Even though it's only 4 HP for the skulk, still an extra 4 HP. Okay. And when it's done, we can assist out to mezzanine and take our 5th harvester. Just let it build up. It takes an extra second. I think they said an extra second before these to build now. Wait for the echo to come up. We did infest in gorge tunnels earlier on, so let's just jump out and drop the entrance to the gorge tunnel. This is the Alien Commander, there's always something for you to do, and with you echoing things in and out, it also frees you up a lot more to actually macro your drifters. You know, so I mean, a nice place to have a drifter is perhaps here. So therefore, if they try to, do an arc push into here, because you can arc warehouse from here. You have a drifted out spot at it. You know, and you can also place your assist chain here as well. Because obviously arcs take damage from infestation and they move a lot slower in infestation. But that's a subject for another tutorial. I'm going off subject. So let's echo in our other harvester in mezzanine. Again, another spur. I'll even drop the last spur as well. I'm just placing these spurs in any location because it doesn't matter right now, because there's no one here to kill them. And it's all about, I can build 2 or 3 things at once. So I just built 2 spurs and an RT. And we're now on 5 res nodes, 30 resources. While we're gaining res, let's drop a shade and a crag. And build these up. And around about this time, 6-minute mark, I like to be setting up for our second hive. Let's just get started doing that. And as you can see, you know, echo, it's not that hard once you get used to it. You know, always remember your shift has to be in range for whatever you're echoing in and out. You can also echo your upgrade. So if you see an upgrade under attack, you can actually move it. And there it goes. So you can echo them out. If your hive's being attacked and you're going to lose the hive, and you have a spare shift, you can move the shift into the upgrades, echo them out, and move the shift back out again. But again, that's something for another tutorial. Don't want to overcomplicate it right now. So now we've built these here for you. What the Crag gives us access to is Biobomb. So it's a nice upgrade to have. Gives you Umbra, the biomass free, and Stop. Shift Hive gives you access to Shadow Step for the fades, Vortex for the fades, and Spurs. Cores for the lurks. So, another unique thing then, just to point out, with the gorge tunnels, is that as you can see, the infestation only really covers the resource points right now. And that's okay. You don't need to put infestation everywhere like you used to be able to, because they can pretty much kill the cyst chain by going to the middle of it and killing that one cyst, and the rest of it will start dying. So let's just drop a gorge tunnel back here. And while the gorge tunnel is here, the gorge tunnel, because it's connected to the cyst chain and its infestation over here, is it actually lets infestation come out over here, which I think is really neat, because now I can echo structures in here without actually having the cyst to it. Gives you the tunnel for defensive, gives you a shade to cover it, drag to heal it up, and you can even drop another shift here, you can drop your hive here, and get your next biomass level, and you just jump back in, go tunnel. Run through it, relatively safe, not under attack, build your shift up. The reason why I'm building another shift and I just didn't echo it, because it would have just taken the same amount of time just to do it. So it's easier just to drop a new shift rather than echoing it, because if you try to echo the other shift out, because I've already set everything up in warehouse, I'll go back to warehouse hive and I'll keep it as my main point. It's just it's easier for me using the either, because I'll show what I mean as well in warehouse. If we started in server room and we took warehouse as a second hive, I would probably switch to warehouse as well. Simply because the distance between jumping out of your hive and building your RTs so much quicker than doing it from here to here. Okay. And I mean, that pretty much covers, you know, the echoing in and tutorial. And as I say, always remember, don't be too greedy with your cyst chain at the beginning of the game, because cysts do cost resources. And whenever you take an area in the map, I mean, if Marines started in shipping, they've taken repair room, you've rushed it, you've taken it back. Do not be afraid just to, you know, drop your chain down into it. And again, I would actually take drop your full harvester in a location like that. Just because it's going to delay the marines from killing it. Well, I wouldn't say delay the marines, I would say it's going to take marines time to kill the harvester, then kill the infestation, and then build their own. Which means while they're doing that, if it's 1 or 2 marines being greedy, trying to get the score for it, then that's fine. 2 less marines you have to deal with on the map somewhere else. And you'll always know where they are as well. And yeah, that pretty much concludes. I mean, if I have missed anything, no, apologies, it's my first kind of tutorial. And yeah, if it's found it helpful, great. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, we can do a lot more different things. I mean, if you do like the tutorial, I'll probably do some more for you guys. We'll cover different other things like arcing positions and different upgrade paths in Crag and even Shade upgrade. You know, but yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully